there we go.
Good morning, Spiritual Life Center. Welcome to the SLC Sunday Experience. We are very, very glad that you showed up today because your soul is in the right place at the right time.
That's right. Just where you're meant to be, whether you're live streaming or here in person. And it's May, by the way. We're going to sing about how everyone's welcome here. Let's do it. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. In the right place, I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. You're in for a treat. There is only one of us, and you're going to hear all about it. And Paul is doing the meditation. He is. I'm in the right place at the right time, right time. I am just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, right time. I am just where I am meant to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. And I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. Oh, my soul is welcome. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. I'm getting the message. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is.
Wow, getting bluesy.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Our souls are welcome here. And Patty Peters, you're welcome here.
Thank you. Welcome to you, Reverend Deborah Phillips. We greet you in the name of all that is good, all that is sacred, and all that is holy, and in the warm and loving energy of our spiritual community, Spiritual Life Center. Spiritual Life Center honors all people worshiping in temples, mosques, churches, stone circles, and the beautiful temples of nature, because we know that there is no space that God does not grace. If this is your first time joining us, either online or in person, we especially welcome you, because we know that we are not here by accident. We are all here by divine appointment. And we would really appreciate it if you would silence your cell phones and any other electronic devices, and please, no flash photography during the service.
Well, let's just take a moment now to center ourselves and let the outside world drop away for this hour and 50 minutes that we come together in consciousness, because this is the place where we can open ourselves up to learning from each other, learning from spirit, learning from the music and the message and the meditation, because we come here to raise ourselves to our highest and best good. And that is the thing that we can do for this world as well, because there is only one power, one energy, one mind, one heart. And we are that one mind, one heart. And in being that, we have an effect on the world that we can't even imagine. And so it is our job to come here and refine ourselves and raise our vibration so that as we go out into the world, we share the highest and best that we can bring to this world. And so we give thanks for the opportunity to be together and to share and to learn and enjoy and peace and harmony. And so it is. Amen. We have a special mission here, or an important mission here at Spiritual Life Center. Let's say that together. To transform lives, to make a positive difference in the world as we love, serve, and remember. And we carry out that mission as we practice the 5 unity principles. And we say them together every week to help us embody them, to make them a part of our everyday living. And let's say these together. God is absolute good and everywhere present. People are inherently good. Thoughts create our experiences. Prayer and meditation are how we connect with God, and we must take action. And it is the first Sunday in May, so if you have a birthday, stand up.
May birthdays. And Miss Ann Roach, her birthday too.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya.
And for this week's Wow Wednesday, Deborah Phillips is going to be going over the 5 unity principles. You know, we say them all every week, and sometimes when we repeat things kind of by rote, they kind of lose their meaning, or we don't really understand their meaning. So please come join her studio audience, and there's going to be questions and answers, and she'll be talking about each principle individually. And come ask your questions or give what you think it means to you. That's what the evening is all about. So the salad is at 6, and the program will be at 7. That's this Wednesday night.
Now, you may have noticed that we've had a lot of things going on this weekend. We have a lot of thank yous. And so, first of all, I want to say thank you for all of the people who helped with Reverend Michael Moran's memorial. A lot of people from SLC stepped up. I have to say a huge thank you to Paula Mandela. And Heather Estai. They worked their brains out on this, and then all of the people who worked with them to bring it into being. It was an amazing event, and we really appreciate that. We also appreciate the people who sponsored this and donated money. We don't have time to go through all of that, so all the people who sponsored and donated, that will be in the newsletter, and you can see who all of those people are. But thank you so much. It was amazing, and the work that went into putting that together. So if you volunteered in any way, the choir, thank you so much. And then the Mystic Cafe, I want to, again, Paula Mandela. Paula brought the talent and the vision of that. And then Patty Peters was, as our logistics, she... And I have to tell you, this is the very first major event that Patty has managed. And so it was stellar. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I really want to give a shout out and a thank you to all the volunteers that came for the Mystic. We certainly couldn't have done it without you. And as I said at the 9 o'clock service, the people that volunteered came to work, and they did work. So I really want to give a heartfelt thank to all of you that did that and made this event happen. Thank you. And And coming up on May 19th from 1 to 2:30, we have our annual meeting. It's a very important meeting because we are going to be electing our new board members. So please show up for that. And if you haven't already renewed your membership, please do so. You can do that online. If you voted in February, it means you already signed up. So we really don't want you to sign up again. So just try to be cognizant of that. So please sign up so that you can go to the annual board meeting. And it's May 19th.
Okay, so we haven't had enough events, I guess, because we have another one coming up in June. And this is going to be, how many people are familiar with Matt Venuti? Okay, so some of you haven't had an experience with him yet. June 14th, so there's time here to think about this one, and we're going to be talking about it a lot, so we will get you convinced to come. But Matt Venuti is an award-winning multi-instrumentalist, singer, songwriter, and visual artist. I do not know what he does in his spare time. He is best known for his performances and compositions with rare and expressive acoustic electronic instruments, and many of the ones that he used, he's the very first person to share them with the world. I don't know where he goes and he finds them, but it's just amazing. And one of his most popular performances is this Americosmos that he's bringing to us. He merges live music with stunning nature footage that he's captured from around the country, and aside from his own footage, he also uses awe-inspiring footage from space that is courtesy of NASA and the Webb telescope. Yeah, this is it's an inspiring live music and physical journey, and we have a video. And anything from Matt Venuti is just almost a life-changing experience. And tickets, you can go ahead and sign up for it now. Tickets are available at the hub, and of course, you can always sign up online.
Next week is Mother's Day, I'm hearing, which I'm blown away it's so soon. But next week is Mother's Day, and the YOU will have their jewelry sale to support the YOU. And so it's next Sunday on May 12th, and also the following Sunday on May 19th. And it helps support the kids. They're at the rally right now, largely in part to a lot of the donations that you give to the YOU as a love offering, and also supporting the jewelry event. So we hope to see you there supporting them.
Yesterday was an example of how we come together for community. We come together for spiritual enlightenment as well. But, that coming together and joining and being in community and sharing with each other is what we come here for. And so let us take a moment to stand and greet each other in the way that we are most comfortable. Hey, Sally, you want to come up here and share something?
She's going to tell you later about how shy retiring people are really the spiritual people. So I'll work on that, okay? I'm Sally Sion, okay, and I want you all to know and be impressed by the fact that I have been involved in giving from our church community to the larger nonprofit community ever since SLC started. I was on what was called the Tithing Committee. Then we changed the name to the Community Giving Committee, and we happened to give away $1.5 million, okay, by the way, which was your money that you helped through SLC to help the community agencies in our neighborhood. We're not in a financial position right now where we can continue to give away thousands, but however, we're going to return to that, okay, as we get our finances back on track. But I can't give up the idea that we should be helping the nonprofits do their jobs in the community, okay? And we have done lots of community activities with nonprofits all along with SLC. So we're changing the name of the committee. What do you care? It doesn't matter. But we're changing the name of the committee to the Community Action Team, okay? Because for the time being, we're taking action to help our nonprofits. So, yeah, SLC, previously, historically, has been involved with lots of nonprofits. We built a Habitat for Humanity house. SLC built an entire house, and we helped with houses. A lot of times we did a big repair of a lady's house in Oak Park that had no hot water when we got there. We've done lots of river cleanups and all kinds of things. Well, we're going to continue with our action. We don't have to give our funds in order to help community nonprofits. So the next action that we're doing is coming up on the 23rd of May. And what we're doing is we're going to host a birthday party for kids in the Family Transitional Housing Program that Volunteers of America runs, okay? You want to do something for the homeless, okay? Come out and help us do a birthday party for the kids who would be homeless if it wasn't for the Volunteers of America, okay? The birthday party for the May birthday kids is the 23rd. There's 7 children that we're going to gift, and there's 30 kids that are going to attend the party. So we're going to have this big party for the kids. We need a little help with the party, okay? Can you imagine 30 little kids between the ages of about 2 and 8 running around at a birthday party? Okay, we're going to need some herders. So if you have a degree in cat herding, please see me, okay, after the service, or actually Pam Logan. You want to see Pam Logan, okay? So we need some help with the party. It's a Thursday night, and we do the party. It's after the dinner hour, and we go and we set up and do the party and have games and crafts and feed them some sugar so that we'll wind them up really good, and then we'll give them back to their parents, okay? And that will be good. Okay, so we have a table outside that'll tell you all the things we need. We also need some help on the 19th, the Sunday before that, to wrap all the gifts for the little kids. We have to do it between the services because it's the same day as the community meeting, and the jewelry sale will be going on. So all this stuff is going on at SLC. We are a community of action. We do action, and the 23rd of May is going to be our next action to have the birthday party for the homeless kids. So hope you'll think about joining us and helping, and we'll see you after the service. Bye-bye.
Remember, there are a lot of activities that foster transformation here at SLC. We have small groups, classes, all kinds of other offerings, volunteer opportunities. Anyway, if you're, we do, Spiritual Life Center transforms lives. It does. It does. And so, especially if you're new, come to one of the small groups or classes or something, or a Wow Wednesday or something. There's lots of things to do here, lots of ways to get involved, lots of ways to expand your spiritual life. So if you're on site, you can go to the bulletin board and then come to the hub to sign up for an event like the Matt Venuti concert. Online, you can look. Everything is there for you to see. So I hope to see you out in the courtyard.
You know all that stuff I said about connecting? Why don't we do come here to connect. So let's just stand and connect with each other in the way that we are most comfortable.
invite you to stay standing and take all that good energy for saying good morning to each other and join us in singing this awesome song. This is a call and response. All you have to do is repeat. That's it. Because we are expressions of the Spirit. You ready?
I'm ready.
We may be small, but we're mighty today. I am an expression of the Spirit, of the Spirit. I am an expression of the Spirit, of the Spirit. A beautiful expression of the Spirit, of the Spirit. Magnificent expression of the Spirit, of the Spirit. A unique, unrepeatable expression of God. A unique, unrepeatable expression of God. Can't hear you. A unique, unrepeatable expression of God. I am an expression of the Spirit, of the Spirit. I am an expression of the Spirit, of the Spirit. Right time, right place. An expression of the Spirit. I'm fabulous. I got it. An expression of the Spirit. A unique, unrepeatable expression of God. 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 I am an expression of the Spirit, of the Spirit. I am an expression of the Spirit, of the Spirit. Please be seated.
So as we settle into our seats, let's prepare for our meditation by speaking out loud together our vision statement. Spiritual Life Center is a loving, vibrant family that welcomes home all people and accepts everyone, no exceptions, weaving ancient spiritual traditions with emerging wisdom. We cultivate a spiritual deepening with divine, each other, and our planet.
And now, in preparation for meditation, we invite you to take a nice deep breath. Maybe we should take two. Settle into your chair. We're going to sing this beautiful chant by Melissa Felipe. There is only one of us. Please join us in singing.
There is only one of us. In your eyes it's me I see. There is only one of us. You are my reflection. There is only one. There is only one of us. In your eyes it's me I see.
There is only one of us. Glance around. It's okay. You can look. Only one of us. Do our eyes deceive us? There is only one. Do you believe me or your own eyes? It is as if we are asked to dissolve our individual identities. If you are curious like me, and I am curious, I'm willing to try this. Let's choose to dissolve our identities together as one. Let's start by taking a collective, deep, cleansing breath in and release it with a sigh. If your eyes are not already closed, I invite you to close them now. Sit comfortably with your spine strong and straight, your body soft, and feet flat on the floor. Breathing naturally. Focus your awareness on each in-breath and each out-breath. Feel your chest rise and fall. In-breath, out-breath. Allow the words you are hearing, my words, to drop into the background. In the foreground, your focus is on your breathing. Breathing in, aware of the in-breath. Breathing out, aware of the out-breath. In-breath, out-breath. Notice awareness itself. It is unmoving. Just be. Pull out of the chaos, the mental noise of personhood, and move into the purity of just being. Have the attitude of leaving everything and keeping the attention only in the natural sense that you exist, that you are here now. There is no shape to that, just here. The sense of here-ness. Make a conscious choice not to engage with or being pulled into that mind stream. Just be aware of it. Don't fight it, but stay empty, consciously. An example of a mind stream might be this question. Did you notice that when your eyes were opened, there were many of us? And when they closed, it was easier to be connected to the one? That we have the power to become one mind, one heart. Just be aware of it and return to being. See that mind stream as thought floating as if in a stream. Let it go. Breathing in, aware of the in-breath. Breathing out, aware of the out-breath. In, out. One mind, one heart. One in the silence. Gently return your awareness to the present, to the now. Perhaps allow small movements returning to your body. Maybe roll your shoulders and softly blink your eyes. Feel yourself re-entering your body in its own time. When you get a chance to look at others today, see each person as a mirror. Remember the experience of choosing to let the stream go by. Remember how we practice dissolving our individual identities. And even if just for a few moments, we became one, as if sailing into the mystic. One mind, one heart, one. Blessings.
There's a new church on the horizon, made of light, not of stone, calling out to all creation, you are not alone. Lions and lambs, saints and sinners, best of friends, enemies, woman and man, losers and winners, they're all in you and me. We are one heart, looking for answers. We are one soul, finding our way through the dark. One dream we share together. We are all a part of one heart. Out in the cold, there are faces hidden by the wind and rain. Hold out your hand, someone will take it and bring you home again. We are one heart, and we're looking for answers. We are one soul, finding our way through the dark. One dream we share together. We are all a part of one heart. Around the world tonight, all fires are burning. Tears are falling from the sky, and still the world keeps turning. We are one heart, one soul, finding our way through the dark. One dream we share together. We are all Yes, we are. We are. Said we're all in this thing together. Yes. Yeah, we're dreaming the same dream. One heart, one mind, one soul, one heart. We are all a part. Yes, we are. We are all. Oh, we are. We are all of one heart.
One heart. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. So I named this talk, there was only one of us, just so we would do the meditation chant. And then Paul comes in and he does pretty much everything I was going to talk about. So, but I have a bunch of stuff written down here, so let's talk about it. So I may have mentioned before that my husband recently retired. It's going well. It's okay. But that means that we have spent the better part of 2 weeks walking through the Medicare supplemental health insurance gauntlet. If you've been through that, you know what I'm talking about. And I must say that this is not a mission for the faint-hearted. But with some help, we managed to get it all sorted out. Now, all that was left was for me to go into all the different portals, because heaven forfend that we get coverage from only one vendor. We've got 4 now. And I needed to get some membership cards. That would be easy. So I realized that the accounts were new and that, it's going to take a while for them to mail us the cards, but I was hoping that they would have an example online. And so when I logged into one of those portals, there was a link to a member card, and happily I clicked on it, and then I fell over laughing because, may I see this slide? It says, this is not your ID card, however, the information is correct. It's like, and yes, I've changed those numbers, don't worry. But seriously, I just, after going through all of the different conversations or whatever, I just sat there and laughed. And naturally, I knew I had to share that with you today, but it was like, how was I going to do that? How am I going to turn that into a metaphysical discussion? But I came up with a way. We can go ahead and thank you. So the meditation chant said, there's only one of us. You are my reflection. So just stay with me. This should make sense. So because I think about this a lot, I think about the reflection thing. If I am happy and run into a cranky person, are they a reflection of me? And so what do we mean when we're talking about reflection? That was one of them. So I decided that card explains it. What we reflect back and forth to each other is not necessarily our true identity, but the information may still be accurate in the moment. Ha ha. So in chapter 5 of Lessons in Truth, Emily Cady explains the difference between personality and individuality. Now, this is my favorite chapter because here she presents a good explanation for how we are manifesting in this world and why we present as less sometimes, even though we come from the same source. In Cady's mind, personality applies to the human part of us. Personality is the external, what we show to the world. Personality, to Cady, is governed by intellect. And she says, your personality may be agreeable or disagreeable to others. When you say that you dislike someone, you mean that you dislike their personality, the exterior something that presents itself from outside. So in this situation, personality represents the changeable part of us. And then she uses the term individuality to denote the real person. She says that the more God comes into visibility through a person, the more individualized they become. Now, she didn't this idea of individualized has nothing to do with the kind of individualism that you hear in America today. She was like in 1895. It's not about doing whatever the heck you want to do whenever and just, to heck with everybody else. She calls it individuality or individualized. And as the attributes of God, things like wisdom and intelligence and love, come forth into visibility through a person, the more individualized they become. And then she notes the difference between a large personality and a retiring one. Now, I often hear people talk about the big me and the little me. And frankly, I don't like that very much because even when I'm not at my best, I still don't think I'm little. I don't want to be little myself. But her idea of the large personality and the retiring one are, well, let me back up a minute. And you might be thinking that she's equating ego with personality. Let's get that out there first. She was writing in 1895, many years before Jung ever came up with the idea of ego. But hang on a second. So the large personality and the retiring personality is the large personality is the one that is out there, and it is being argumentative, and it is wanting its own way, and it is doing whatever it wants to do. And the retiring personality is the one where the personality steps back and allows that individualized God part of you to come forward. And an aggressive, pronounced personality may fight and struggle through challenges. A more pronounced individuality never battles and is never puffed up. Puffed up was her word. Retiring personality is not a shy, ineffective person. In fact, they're stronger and more effective because of allowing the God force to express through them. What Katie is telling us is that we can just run with our intellect and our likes and our dislikes, or we can turn within and allow our true inner nature to express in this world. Now, we are alike in this. We are the same. We all have personalities. We all have the ability to individualize. But wait a minute, you're saying we're all the same? I have different color hair than you do. I'm taller. I'm younger. I'm different. We're not alike, except that we are. For example, I'm guessing that a few of us in this room have experienced divorce in our lifetime, right? Okay. We have all had, it's a divorce. We've all had exactly the same experience. Now, the facts of that experience will be different. But divorce is just one thing. It's the same thing with marriage. You've been married. You know what being married is. Your facts are different than mine. But it's still the one energy. And that is how it goes with everything. Now, during the COVID shutdown, there was, and I would spend some time, I only peruse Facebook. I don't participate. But, watching people argue, because that's, what Facebook is for, is I want to argue with somebody. I'm going to Facebook. But there were people who were saying, we're all in the same boat. And there were other people who were taking that very personally and saying, we're not in the same boat. And especially, they had a point. Socioeconomically, they probably weren't. And then the response came from someone, and it was glorious. It said, we're all in the same storm, but we may be in different boats. We are at once the same and different. And how can that be? So I was trying to figure out how to explain this, and I was mystified. And then Paula sent out the paperwork saying that today our colors were the rainbow colors. So let's take a picture. Let's look at this picture of the rainbow. Now look at that rainbow. Notice how you see distinct colors, but also notice that there's no real demarcation between the colors. No one's gone up there and drawn a line between each color. They blend into each other. Now see, the thing is, what it is how rainbows come into being is that sunlight is made of different wavelengths. These wavelengths bend. Violet bends the most, red bends the least. So when sunlight enters a droplet, it slows down. and as and it bends, and as it exits the droplet, as the light exits the droplet, it separates into all the different wavelengths. So the light is reflecting back to us as a rainbow. That's what we see. It's the same light, it's the same water, yet we see some sort of separation there. But it's all light, it's all water. Now, you know how we talk about the white light, up here that comes in to us? I've always imagined that, well, for a long time I've imagined that what happens is the white light comes down into me, and then when it hits me, it's like it hits a prism, and it breaks down into all these colors. And so, the wavelengths are different, so they separate, and then they go into my body, and I use some of them some ways. Some of them I might not use at all, and some of them I use another way. But again, we have human bodies, and they're exactly the same while manifesting different facts in the outer world. So imagine that you're this butterfly. We're all butterflies. We're all exactly like this, except where do your colors show up? Where do you keep your yellow? Where do you keep your purple? Your violet? Where do you keep your colors? How do you arrange your colors inside your body? How do you paint yourself? What are you reflecting? Do other people see you as you see yourself? Thank you. Several years ago, I did an experiment on a Wednesday night, and I asked the group of people to pair off. And I asked them what the assignment was to sit there and say something good to the other person about them. Now, and mostly it was supposed to be with strangers. I said, if you're good friends, don't do this. Mix it up and get with a stranger, because I wanted to see how people would take that. And I really kind of expected people to be uncomfortable, because honestly, how comfortable are we when someone stands there and says, "You're just amazing, you're wonderful"? Right? We're all going, sure I am, yeah. And there was some discomfort, but this one woman, this brave woman, raised her hand, and she said, "I would have been more able to accept what the person said had they known me better." In other words, she was saying, you can say nice stuff about me, but if you really knew me and still liked me, then it would be okay. And I think that's what she meant. She says, I could buy it under those circumstances. And so I think we often think of this whole reflecting business as standing in front of each other and bouncing bad vibes back and forth. I mean, how often is it like, yeah, that's just a reflection, and we kind of get into the negative about that. But in the case of this exercise, or when you compliment a person or help them, what you're doing is your individualized self is reflecting their individualized self back to them. In other words, you are saying, I see the God or the Christ or the Spirit in you. I see your true self. When there's conflict, we're reflecting our personalities back and forth. Now, I do not want you walking away thinking that you have to get your personality or your ego in check today. I hear so many people say, blah, 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 yeah, but I'm just an ego. It's not about killing that part of you. We need personality to get around in this world. It's a necessary tool. But the idea is to recognize and allow our true inner self to come forth. Now, Reverend Janae made a comment once during some conversation about dealing with the ego, and she said, just check to see if it's in the front seat driving or in the back seat quietly riding along. So how do we go about developing our individuality? How do we individualize? Well, we can start to cooperate more consciously with the universe. Now, cooperation is not really a thing we do. It's more a state of being. When we can set aside our agenda and motives, we open up and we become a channel for the blessings to flow through us. And remember, we are always interacting. Even when we refuse to respond, there's still some interaction there. And in every instance, we have a direct impact on our situations and surroundings. It's like if I walk down the steps, my situation has changed because I'm down there. If I come back up, my situation has changed because I'm up here. Every single thing that we do has some sort of effect. Now, we've talked about the rainbow, and that's a pretty lovely example, but here's perhaps a more concrete expression or example of interrelatedness. Is the human body. Now, in New Thought, we talk about holistic healing, that the body is one unit. And I think to a certain degree, many of us understand that. But I have been on a journey where I am being taught just exactly how one unit my body is. So let's just say a person's hip hurts. Say a person might be having a replacement in a week. Say a person can hardly wait to get there. Okay, so, all right, that's out of whack. So then the left hip is hurting because it's compensating for the right hip. Okay, that makes sense to me. And then I'm told, yeah, but that's why your shoulder hurts. Okay, I get that. That's why we have to do something about your blood pressure right now. Okay, so that's why this is happening. And it was like having this part of my body not happy and not functioning well. There's all kinds of things. And no, yes, I'm in pain, but no, I'm not miserable. It's going to be a wonderful experience. It's all good. But I can't tell you how much this is really teaching me about the oneness of my body. In a level, I mean, I've been in this for like 50 years, and yeah, you kind of know this stuff, but when you start experiencing, whoa, So it's kind of overwhelming to try to really understand, because our bodies, they kind of like are on automatic. I don't have to think about breathing. I don't have to think about my heart working. There's all this automatic stuff, and so trying to keep track of that is a little bit difficult. And so we eat the cookie anyway. That's probably non-cooperation with our body, but it's a cookie. We got to have the cookie. No, you don't. Yes, I want the cookie. I'm eating the cookie. Non-cooperation affects the entire planet. And Reverend James did, he touched on this last week, is what we do in our lives on a daily basis makes a difference. There's a universal principle of harmony and unity, and even one person can make a difference in either direction. Have you ever belonged to a group that was doing just fine, and then a non-cooperative person joined, and that one person caused havoc? Or the other way, things were really challenging and weren't quite sure what was going on, and then this person who cooperates with the universe comes in, and everything changed for the better? That person wasn't really a hero in terms of, and they weren't magical. They just brought a different energy. They brought that knowledge and that cooperation with oneness with them. And that's contagious. When you have someone like that, it is just contagious. We tend to think of ourselves as just small grains of sand with little power, but we are so much more than that. And I will ask my favorite question, and I ask this at least once a year: which grain of sand can the shore do without? And which grain of sand has no significance? Oneness does not necessarily mean that everything has to be identical. Cooperation is the opportunity to witness the many different ways the one expresses in our lives. Cooperation is our offering to be a channel for the activity of spirit. We are reflections of each other because we are energetic beings. And it is our energies that we show each other. It is with our energies that we show each other who we are being in the moment. Your reaction or response to me reflects how you are perceiving me. And that gives me good information if I'm open to it. Now, please be aware, just because you run into a cranky cashier at the store, it doesn't mean you're being cranky too. And it does offer you the choice of how to reflect back from personality or individualized self. Just because they're rude to you doesn't mean you have to do it back. And I do believe we are mirrors for each other, I do. But I do not believe that we are exact mirrors. That cranky cashier is not my mirror when I'm in a good space. Maybe I have the ability to be like them at some point, but at this moment I am not. And maybe that's the message. I am shown a possible me that I don't like, and so I can change that. I have experienced a lot of healing in my life because of people who mirrored my family so closely that I had no choice but to deal with some stuff. But what a gift. It was hard. It wasn't fun. But in a way, it was easier doing it with them than it was with, well, most of those people aren't even on the planet anymore, so there's that. But, it helped me. It helped me move through some things. And had I not cooperated with my individualized self, that message wouldn't have come through and that healing would not have happened. Reflections often make us uncomfortable, but please try to see them as gifts. They are gifts. I got a card that said, "This is not your ID, but the information is accurate." So I turned it into this. When I work only from my personality, I am not working from my true identity. But the information that is presented is accurate, at least in the moment, because it shows me where I might not be cooperating. And that gives me the opportunity to come into alignment and be a channel for the activity of spirit. We are wavelengths bending to show our true colors in cooperation, in full cooperation with the universe. There is only one of us. And so it is. As we mentioned before, next week is Mother's Day. Boy, time is just flying. Reverend James will be back, and he's going to help us discover the Divine Mother within. And I'm doing meditation, and Larry is going to be our soloist, so it's going to be a lovely day. And again, there's going to be the jewelry sale. So if you are interested in praying with the chaplain or having a chaplain just spend a little bit of time with you, if you have to pray for something that is on your mind, or if you want to celebrate something, they will be out in the courtyard. They wear the white stoles, and they will be happy to see you. And we love to greet our newcomers, so in a moment I'll ask you to raise your hand. But first, I just want you to know that there's many ways to connect at Spiritual Life Center, and one of the ways to do that is to fill out the welcome card. Now, that welcome card is available online, and you can go to our website and click on it and turn it in, and we will get back to you. Or if you raise your hand here, we will give you a card, fill it out, take it to the welcome table, and there is a lovely gift for you. So do you have anybody who's with us for the very first time today? Welcome, welcome. And you just put on the purple ribbon and take that out to the and go out to the courtyard, and they have a gift for you, and we will greet you. So, and now we have the opportunity to support Spiritual Life Center. And so if you're online, you can text SLC Love to 44321. You can go to our website and click on the donate button, and of course you can always mail in a donation if you wish. And we also ask, if you are online, please click like, donate. Like, donate, okay, that's a good button to have there. Like, comment, share, or subscribe, or whatever other button they might give you on the app you're using, because this is an important message that the world needs right now, and we would love to help you spread that message. So please do that for us. And now, let us say our offertory blessing together. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. Thank you, God.
There is just one presence, just one light, shining in the world like a beacon in the night. There is just one power we all can share, one great power everywhere. One great power, one great love, big as the ocean and the skies up above. One great spirit waiting in the
is just one chorus we all can sing. With one great power, let it ring. One great power, one great love, big as the ocean and the skies up above. One great spirit waiting in prayer. One great power everywhere. There is one great power everywhere. One great power. 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 One great power everywhere. There is just one presence, just one light, shining in the world like a beacon in the night. There is just one power we all can share. One great power everywhere. One great power, one great love, big as the ocean and the sky up above. One great spirit waiting in prayer. One great power everywhere. Yeah, there's one great power everywhere. One great power everywhere.
Thank you, Tambourine Man. He's been waiting for years to do that. David Briggs.
And so we give thanks for the offering, the support of the Spiritual Life Center, because we know that this message, this teaching is so very important to the world. And everything that is given, of course, circulates, and the giver receives as much as the receiver does, because it's a never-ending cycle of love and peace and joy and harmony. And we are very grateful for all the support that we receive here at SLC. And we also bless the prayers in the prayer box, because we know that the answer is here before the question is even asked. And by asking, we open to seeing and receiving the highest and best in this entire situation, in all ways, at all times. And we send these prayers to Silent Unity to be prayed over for another 30 days, which seals the question, it seals the answer, and it helps it manifest, again, in the highest and best way possible for all involved in the entire situation. And we say, thank you, God. Amen. And now, our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, I am, and all is well. And let's sing our peace song.
With God
wish you a beautiful week. May the joys of the world go with you.
All right, we're gonna do one more tribute to Michael Moran. We're gonna play his favorite Van Morrison tune.
We were born before the wind, also younger than the sun. Here our bonny boat was one as we sailed into the misty. Hark now, hear the sailor cry. Smell the sea and feel the sky. Let your soul and spirit fly as we sail into the misty. When that foghorn blows, I'll be coming home. When that foghorn blows, I wanna hear it. I don't have to fear it now. Wanna rock your heart and soul, just like way back in days ago. And mysteriously we will flow into the misty. When that foghorn blows, oh, I'll be coming home. When that foghorn blows, I wanna hear it. I said, I don't have to fear it. And I'm gonna rock your heart and soul, just like way back in days of old. Oh, and mysteriously we flow into the misty. Oh, yeah. We flow. You and I. Fly, Michael.
I know you hear it. I know you hear it.